So today we're going to shoot light painting photos, but not an ordinary light painting photo. No, we're going to shoot a light painting drone photo. If you don't know what light painting is, it's basically painting with a flashlight. You need a DSLR camera or any type of camera where you can set the exposure manually. You see, when taking a picture, you're exposing a sensor to light. Think about when you're blinking. When your eyes are closed, the sensor's closed. When you take a picture, it's like quickly blinking with your eyes like this, and then you close your eyes again. So that glimpse of an image is going to be printed to the sensor, and that's where your picture comes from. But let's say you take a picture over a 10-20 second exposure. That would mean you would open the sensor or open your eyes for about 10 seconds or 20 seconds. And the amount of light getting in would normally, in bright daylight, would just overexpose your photos. So you would get just a white picture. But if you do it at night time, you won't get that much light in. And if it's pitch black, you won't get any light in unless you provide some kind of light. And that's where the flashlight comes in, because you can then paint something on the picture and then turn off the flashlight. Even though the shutter is still open, the sensor won't capture any light. So you could manually paint trees or an object. Now, the problem is it needs to be a perfectly still object, because if you have something moving, if it's a tree and the wind is moving the tree, well, you're going to have a blur because it's not going to be in the same place when you expose it with a flashlight. So what you can do is you can do it in a very quiet evening, or you can just have an object that's not going to move, unless you do it on purpose. Now, what I want to do, I want a flashlight, and I want to paint so you're actually looking at the flashlight. It's kind of like opening paint on your computer and using the paintbrush tool. When you paint, you do the same with a flashlight. Then I thought, why not connect the flashlight to the drone and take the drone up in the air? That would be a cool photo. So we're going to try that tonight. Okay, so now I just switched to my GoPro because I got a new camera, and that's the one I was recording. If you might have noticed in the start of this video, the camera was out of focus and I walked into focus. That's because I got a DSLR that can record video, and I got it very cheap, so it's not like I needed it, but well, I've wanted it for a long time, but I just didn't have the money for it. It's a Sony Alpha 58. So yeah, that's what we're going to use to shoot the light painting photos. It got about 20 megapixels. So now I'm going to try to take a photo with the normal flash on the camera, and I'm going to take the same photo just using a flashlight instead, and I can show you the difference. Right, so now I'm going to take a photo in manual mode. I've set the camera to manual mode, and I've set the exposure to about 10 seconds. We need to take a self timer because you don't want any movement. So it's gonna wait 10 seconds before it opens the shutter, and any vibrations from me pressing the button should be gone. We need to turn off the light in order to do this properly. So you won't be able to see me, but I'm going to show you the best I can what I'm doing. I have another flashlight here. You can see I'm currently lighting the camera, and the object I'm going to take a photo of is this chair thingy here. So I'm going to, I need to focus though. There. Okay, so let's see. Now the shutter is open. So what I do is I just paint along the sides here, and there it is. So let's see It's processing at the moment. See if we can get a decent picture. That's alright, but I want to try something else. So let's take this shutter and boost it to about 20 seconds instead. Then again, focus. Okay. So what I can do is I can turn off my flashlight, and then I can move it. It's hard. It takes some practice before you can get a decent result, and sometimes you just have to be lucky. I'm gonna try to get something in the background there. I don't think I made it, but we can try. See if there's anything. Processing. The longer the exposure time, the longer it's going to take to process the image. Oh look, we got something from the background there. Okay, so this time I'm going to try something else. I'm going to take a smaller flashlight now that's not that bright. I have this 3 LED door flashlight I'm going to try to do something with. Again, it's hard to do it directly if it's going to overexpose again. So instead of taking a photo of the chair, I'm actually going to paint like I talked about. Holding a camera and shining a flashlight on an object in order to get it to autofocus. I should just pull the autofocus off. There, that's always in focus. Okay, so 20 seconds and we have a timer on, so let's press the shutter button if I can't find it. Where is it? There. Okay, so this time we're going on the other side of the camera and we're going to shine, try to paint around it, see if we're going to get any glare, whatever you want to call it. I turned it off. Okay, so let's see what we're going to get. See, that's what I mean. You're getting this spacey alien-like photo thing. You can get some cool photos depending on what kind of photographer you are, because if you just want to take portraits of people and nice landscapes in normal weather and a normal day, that's fine. However, with this you're gonna get some really cool photos. What can we do next? Well, I want to try using the drone. However, what? That was a shooting star. Oh, you didn't see that, did you? Crap. Well, what I want to do is I want to try with the drone. However, I don't want to annoy my neighbors with a shiny flashlight. So I don't know how to do it yet. I'm gonna figure something out. Okay, so I have my drone right here, and I thought about using a piece of electrical tape, a stick of some sorts, maybe stick it to the button there, and then this flashlight, and maybe tape it this way or the other way. I don't know, but what I actually forgot about was that when I turn on the drone, I have 4 LEDs in each corner. Two of them are blue and 2 of them are red. So let's try using them. Right, so this is going to be interesting because flying a drone in pitch black is always a bit nerve-wracking because you can't really see if you're gonna fly into a tree. I'm gonna fly over a field, great big field, so there won't be any trees there, but I gotta take off from my garden and there are a lot of trees here. However, if I remember correctly, the drone's LEDs are actually so bright that you can see the surrounding. But I'm gonna use the flashlight to light up the area first until I get out into the field, and then I'm gonna turn off the flashlight and turn on the camera or take the photo. So let's see if this is gonna work. So one of the problems could be getting the right focus. So let's set this to auto, and I might need to extend the legs. I'm just going to tip the camera on the side for a moment. Get over the fence post. I'm gonna turn it the other way around. Some branches or leaves are in the way. So let's get over here. Like that. So what can we do? I need something that I can do some auto focusing on. Well, let's just try there. I think, yeah, we are zoomed all the way out. So let's get to the manual focus. And I think, well, it might not matter that much if it's in focus or not, since it's just gonna be, well, it's just gonna be cool lines. And we're gonna set it to about 30 seconds because I don't know how much time I need to fly the drone around. Okay, so I'm using another tripod to have the flashlight. I really should use some. Crap. One moment. Right, so let's back up a bit. So we have the drone right there and the camera there. You know, I might need something to put the GoPro on. I do have a mount actually, so let me just go get that. One moment. Okay, so I don't know if you can see me, but yeah, I've mounted the GoPro on a tripod, and this is the exciting part. So the battery. I'm gonna install it. Oh, by the way, I fixed the drone after the crash. I just had to glue the landing gear, and I changed the props. That was basically it. The gimbal I had to do some minor adjustments on. It's not really perfect yet, but the quad is working, the gimbal is working, and the FPV gear was, well, there was no problem with that. So everything is fine. Right, so transmitter there, and we're gonna take it off in AP mode, and we're gonna use AP mode because, well, I'm not really that fun about flying it, yeah, not FPV, but flying agility or stability mode in pitch black. So let's check the camera once again. The camera is ready. Take off. Turning on that. Turning on that. As you can see in the drone, there are quite some LEDs there. Oh, that's right. There are LEDs on the back flashing as well. I did not account for that. That's going to get some cool shots, I think. We're going to get some cool payout photos. I don't know what to call them. That was fast. Okay, so let's take off. It's gonna be a bit loud, so hopefully we won't wake up the neighbors. Okay, so let me just turn the GoPro there. Hopefully you can see it. So I'm gonna turn off the flashlight, and we're exposing. Oh crap, I forgot about the flash. Processing. Oh, the car's going by in a minute. We're gonna look at it and say, what is that? That's a UFO. That was actually alright. Okay, so we're taking another picture. That looks it's not that great actually, not as great as I thought, so let's try once more. Gotta be careful not running out of power though. However, it is not, well, there's not that much weight on it. There's no camera. There's only the FPV camera and the FPV transmitter. So we should have some more flying time, and when we're not doing something that's we're not like flying race or anything. So we're not consuming that much power. We're just hovering actually. So. Hopefully you can see something, because this is well, you're not getting anything on the camera in pitch black normally, so you might just see the drone. Let's just go to the bottom so they won't think that we're doing something. So the lights are at the ground. Oh, that's cool. That's nice. Okay, so let's bring it in, and we're gonna try with the big flashlight mounted on and pointing downward. So I thought about making a path on the field in a way, if we can do that, hopefully. Whew, that was close. Okay, so let's see. It's not flashing the orange or the green-orange flash, which means low battery. So I think we can try it without any trouble. So. Let me just get the other flashlight. This is the flashlight that we're going to use. Let me just get the tripod closer. I was thinking about using this stick here. and then connect it like this. Electrical tape, duct tape, and zip ties are really necessary when you're a drone builder. We just have one problem. By attaching this, we won't be able to use the landing gear unless I get some sort of launch pad, just like when having the gimbal on. I can use this one maybe. Yeah, that's gonna work. So this is how I'm gonna use this, do this. I'm gonna make I don't know. Don't want to crash my drone in the middle of the night. Just saying. Turn on this one. Turn on this one. Wait for GPS. You know what? Let me just I want to get it away from the greenhouse. Okay. This is exciting. Whew. Another shooting star. They're really out tonight. Oh, another one! Okay, that didn't go as well as I thought, to be honest. Okay, so let's get a closest shot to the ground, and this time we're going to go the other way, and let's just do this. Okay, we need to be careful not getting the battery so low that we can't land it. it's really warning me about the battery now. So I need to take I need to turn on the flashlight once again. I'm going to try to land it in my hand because I can't land it with this flashlight on. Success and no crashing. That went well. Better than expected, actually. Let me just check the picture. Okay, wasn't as great as I thought it would be, actually. You know what we can do? We can actually try to do a manual thing and no drone. Doing this with the drone and taking photos, I think it would be a lot easier if you were two people, because two people, well, it's just easier to operate the drone and take the photo. But again, I'm one man. I'm taking a photo and I'm flying the drone and I'm recording this as well. So it's probably easier just to use the drone and take the photo. But still, it would be easier if you were two people. Let's do one more shot. So let's try to paint as much as we can. It's looking cool. Well, if I had a remote shutter button, that would make things a lot easier, and I actually have one, but the problem is it's not compatible. Well, it is compatible with my camera, however I need a special adapter cable for it to work, because Sony didn't put the 2.5mm jack remote shutter thing in this camera, so I'm going to use this multi-terminal port on the camera to get remote shutter function. And well, yeah, I have a really smart one. It's not cheap. It's called A.G.N.T Pro something, and the thing about that one is that you can set time-lapse exposures, or you can set everything on the device, and it's just gonna trigger the camera. And yeah, it's really complicated. I haven't used it because I got it from my old camera, but I did not know that my old camera didn't have that 2.5mm jack, or didn't have the other port for the Sony cameras. It's something with 3 pins, but it doesn't have that as well. So I'm gonna pack up my gear here and I'm gonna go inside and get a cup of coffee or something, because it's quite chilly actually. Even though we're in start of August. Well, it's August 10th today, I think. Maybe 11th, I don't know. But it's really chilly considering the fact that it's midsummer. But what are you gonna do? Thank you for watching this video, guys. If you liked it, please leave a like. If you're new to the channel, go check out some of my other videos. And leave a comment if you liked it as well. All the standard stuff that YouTubers say. Like, subscribe, comment, blah blah blah. Yeah, but really, seriously, leave a comment. I've seen that the comments are actually gaining, and I'm getting notifications on my phone. But still, it's some of the older videos. But yeah, thank you for watching. Have a great day, great summer, what's left of it. Other than that, stay tuned for next week's weekly video.